In Victoria, we're extremely privileged to have some of the most spectacular national parks, state parks and forests in Australia. Many of our parks are visited throughout the year with high visitation over our summer months, where visitors get out and about, bushwalking, camping and touring. Unfortunately, many visitors do not understand their fire risk or how to plan, act and survive in forested areas. Emergencies can start quickly and threaten you within minutes. Understanding your risk and know where to find information fast and stay informed is extremely important. There's some great resources on this Victorian government website to for your staff, and they are all very helpful. And remember, fire safety is your responsibility. Have a plan and know what to do. So it's important to know before you go. The first part of a personal fire plan is to prepare for the risk of fire before leaving home, or even what David was talking about, any kind of weather event. It is also important to understand fire ratings and what that might mean in a forested or grass environment during summer, as this will help to make safe choices before heading out. Research shows us that often visitors check fire ratings from home, but not for their destinations. Weather forecasts can vary throughout Victoria, and this diagram shows that weather can be very different right across the state. So check your fire danger ratings, check your weather forecasts, download the Vic Emergency app, and set up a watch area to where you are staying. Some very basic planning advice for when speaking to visitors is from this diagram, which is on the slide now. So just going through this quickly. So the green, low and moderate, have a fire plan in place. Simple as downloading the app, checking forecasts in the morning. For high fire danger days, fires can start in these conditions. Have a plan in place and monitor conditions. For very high fire days, danger days, expect hot and possibly windy conditions. Forested areas may not be the safest place to be. Be ready to activate your fire plan. Severe days, expect hot, dry and possibly windy conditions. If a fire starts, it may be uncontrollable. Reconsider your activities. Part of a fire plan could be only driving or walking very early in the morning, if it's safe. You do need to stay alert, know your escape routes and undertake safer activities such as visiting a town nearby and enjoying cafes, art galleries, a public pool or shopping even. On extreme days, conditions will be extremely hot, dry and windy. Fires will be uncontrollable, unpredictable and fast moving. Do not visit forested areas on these days. Visit a regional town for safe activities. And on code red days, parks and forests will be closed. There's some other parks and picnic areas will be closed too on severe and extreme days, not just on code red days. There's a really good list on our Parks Victoria website that you can refer to. During an emergency, activate your fire plan. Check Emergency Vic website, turn on to your local ABC or other emergency broadcaster, dial 000 to report an emergency. And remember that parks and reserves may close quickly if there's a fire in the landscape. Be aware of lightning forecasts on hot and windy days. Most bushfires and grass fires start from these weather events. And just a quick reminder about campfires. Don't let your campfire become a bushfire. There's a great little brochure that gives some detailed information on campfire guidelines, and that's on the Forest Victoria Management website that can help you with that. So just some more important points to support your team. Before you go, check fire danger ratings and warnings. Be aware of local weather forecasts. Know if the park or site is open. Always monitor forecast weather conditions and stay aware for signs of fires such as smoke or emergency vehicles. Do not always rely on notifications from Parks Victoria to provide details of current conditions and fire-affected parks. And also, when you're out in the park, don't expect a ranger to come and tell you if there is a fire in the park. Licensed tour operators. Be flexible and have a backup plan to operate for short-term or long-term closures and review your emergency management plan. Visitor information centres. Advise that on some days, parks and forests may not be the safest places to be, and take opportunity to promote safer places to be in all of our wonderful regional towns in Victoria. Thank you. That's it from me, and I hope you all have a safe and enjoyable summer.